Hey y'all, it is very, very late, and it's probably about 9 p.m. on Thursday, and I just now got to my campsite about 30-40 minutes ago. Made me a little fire ring. They had one way down there, but I'm not going down there. There's been a change of plans. I moved sites. I just didn't like that site. I just didn't like how I felt. It was a little bit off camber, and I couldn't get my Forerunner level. So I had poured water over my fire and put it out, threw my chairs in the back, and now I'm at this site. And nice fire pits. It has nice white sand. I'll show you in the morning. I know you can't see it very well tonight, but got my 2 chairs set out to make it look like there's 2 people here when there's only 1. Somebody left that in the comments of my last video as a good little trick to make people think there's more than 1 person here, especially if you're solo camping. But yeah, so I can't wait to show you in the morning, but I don't have a view. The campsite I was actually wanting to get was taken, so I got here too late. I thought getting here on a Thursday night I would have been able to get that spot, but can you see me? But I got here too late, so it is what it is. I got a nice spot and I'm happy. You can't see it, but that is the moon. It looks a lot bigger in person. It's just peeking at me through the trees. But I'm trying to make as much noise as I can because this is bear country and it is really dark. So at the moment, my Forerunner's kind of trashed, but I took my bed platform out when I had to air her out from where the rain flooded in, so I didn't put it back in here yet. So right now I'm just laying on my old school type of way of sleeping, and that's just laying on 2 of those patio furniture pads that you've seen me use in my previous videos, and then on top of that I have a mattress cover. It's probably about 1 inch thick, maybe 1.5 inches, and I've got it folded over twice, so it's like really, really thick. It's nice and comfy. And I may keep it like this, and then again I may not. Like I said, the reason I did that bed platform to begin with was because of condensation, but here soon, you know, fall's gonna be coming and I won't be having that problem, I don't think. But right now I have so much stuff everywhere. And I really need to change. So like I said earlier, I got here so late, like at 9 p.m. and it is like almost 11 now, but I threw the rest of my firewood on there. You can see my little fire burning outside. But I got super tired, so I jumped in the back of the Forerunner, but I threw all that wood on there just to keep it. I didn't want to take it back home anyways, for one, but just to keep it, the ambience going outside my window until I decide to cover that up. And I may not cover that up, the back window, because I am wild camping and there's absolutely nobody out here. But, well, there is, but they're far away. And anyways, I'm just gonna let that burn out. I pretty much bring this EcoFlow with me everywhere I go. Every time I come camping, whether I'm going to use it or not, unless of course I'm backpacking, but because I always use it for many things. Hang it on my molly rack is what I do, and then I kind of just tilt it up, turn it up a little bit. I have the other one in here in case I need it, which I doubt I will, because on top of this mountain it is probably going to be about 57, maybe 60 degrees. The spot I was really wanting was, the view was going to be amazing. I'm not going to tell you about it because I am set on getting that site. Well, it's not a site, it's a spot. But, oh my gosh, the view to wake up to was going to be amazing. I mean, I was probably going to drink myself to death on coffee or cappuccino just looking at it. But, I didn't get it. Somebody had beat me to it, and you know, I totally get it. It's first come, first serve. But I'll get it next time for sure. I can't wait to share it with you. I bought this little pillow. I need to cut that off of that. That's annoying. For backpacking. And I'm just going to use it car camping too because it's really, really nice. It's got this fleece on one side and then the slicky stuff on the other. But I really need to cut this foot long tag off on the side of it. Comes with this cute little bag. You just kind of shove it in there. I got it at Dick's Sporting Goods for 20 bucks. I know that's kind of high for a camping pillow, but like I said, I can squish it in here and stuff it in my backpack and take it backpacking, or I can bring it car camping. Whatever I want to, however I want to use it, I can just bring it along. And it's really, really light, so it works really good for me. I didn't really pack a whole lot of stuff. I just kind of threw all this stuff in the back of my Forerunner Wednesday night. I didn't have no idea what time I was going to be getting off work today. I didn't know if it was going to be early, or if I was going to have to work the whole day. Work's kind of slow, so we're not working 5 days a week. We haven't been working 5 days a week for a while, but we're definitely not working it right now. So I've been trying to take advantage of doing some camping on Thursday nights, when, you know, other people still have to work or whatnot. Just to get a better chance of getting a campsite, because they're really, really far in between to find. Like, they're really, really hard to find. I mean, I'm sure everybody that does this can relate. And if you're wondering why I'm crooked, it's because I have yet to buy a GoPro stand. So, I'm just propping it up still, like usual. So as I was coming up the mountain, I just kind of swung into Wendy's, grabbed me something to eat. I have something for breakfast. I have my drinks in the cooler and some ice, and grabbed my cappuccino, and that was about it. I didn't really bring a whole lot of snacks or anything like that, because I wasn't really going to need it, but, because I knew I was going to get here late.
So all I really was worried about was breakfast. And I'm going to have my favorite toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich on this really, really thick bread with my cappuccino. And it's going to be so good in the morning, and I can't wait. And I had a really stressful week at work, and it just seems like not every week is stressful, but it just seems like once I have a stressful week, they just kind of one follows right after another, and then I just start questioning what's really going on here, if you can relate. But this week has by far been, I don't know if it's been my most stressful, but it's been pretty daggum stressful. And you know, like I said, work's kind of slow right now, and I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I have some concerns. Turned the fan off because I thought I heard something. I'll go ahead and put I might leave that fan off for a little bit just so that I could hear a little bit better, because once I have that thing on, I can't hear anything. Take off my makeup. What was I saying before I heard something? Anyways. Oh, was I talking about my stressful week, or was I done talking about my stressful week? See, that's what happens to me when I have such a stressful week like that. It like boggles my brain. And all I could think about was just coming out here where it's quiet. Well, it's not quiet, but all that sound and all those words from everybody's mouths was just quiet. And also, I was able to quiet my mind being out here too. It feels good to take that off. Also, when I was on the way here, I felt like I was going pretty daggone slow, but you know, I was still having to use my brakes or whatnot. But I started smelling like my brakes were getting really, really hot. So I hope that's not an issue when I leave here in the morning, because I'm going to be going a lot of down the mountain because I'm at like over 3,000 feet elevation. I'm really enjoying getting in the higher elevation because, for one, it's cooler. To me, it is. And to me, I feel like it's easier to breathe. I don't know why. I noticed that when I hike up a mountain, it's easier for me to breathe when I get closer to the top of the mountain. Let me know if that's a thing. Post it in the comments if that's a thing. Let me know. But yeah, I just kind of felt like I ended up working the whole day, so I didn't get off till 4:30, and then I had to drive home, which took me 30 minutes, so I didn't get home till a little bit after 5, and then I had to grab my cooler, put the things that I wanted in there, and drive up the mountain. And it took me, it was probably about almost 2 hours of driving to get here. Thing about it is, it's really not that far. It's just like once I got out on these back roads, it just took me a while. I had to really drive really, really slow. That's actually when I started smelling my brakes, when I was on the dirt roads. But I think I'm going to lay down and read my book now. I brought it, didn't I? I better brought it. I'd be so mad if I didn't bring that book. I brought it. Do I have any book readers that support my channel? I've never been a big book reader, so I'm newly founded book reader, and I started with this one because I knew I was going to need something to really catch my attention, and I wouldn't say that one did, because I've been told if a book really catches your attention, you won't put it down. Like, you won't put it down. That one, it's not that I can't put it down. Now, if I lay here and start reading it, I get into it, and then I don't want to put it down. But it's not the ones where the next day I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back to reading that book. I need a book like that. So if I have any book readers who support my channel, and you have a book in mind that will just keep me thinking about it until I can pick it up with these little fingers and start reading it with these little eyes again the next day until it's completely done, that really just grasp me, please leave it in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Also, look at this cool little thing I come up with. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you before, but I have kept this old peanut butter container and washed it out. And then inside of it, I put hot chocolate, cheese grits, a couple different kinds of Quaker oatmeal. And I just made me a label on the outside of it, just add water. So I can just, all of these things inside this container, I can even take it backpacking. All I have to do is just boil water and just add it to it, and it's done. So I thought that was pretty cute, or pretty cool, whichever way you want to look at it. Before I start my book, I've been thinking, I think I might be interested in doing some ASMR videos, because I like the sound of things and nature and just all the sounds. Not that I would every video would be an ASMR, but I would like to make a playlist of videos that are that. And if you're interested in something like that, please leave a comment below if you think I should create a playlist of ASMR videos. I know they're not for everyone, but they are for some, and that's why I would create a playlist. That way you could choose to watch them or not. But yes, if you're interested in that, drop a comment below in this video, and that will help me decide if I should make that playlist or not. So I've been thinking about it. Sometimes I come out here and I don't want to talk, you know. I just want to just be in silence. If that makes sense. Anyways, let me know. I had to put the book down because I am so tired. My eyes are burning. So that tells me I need to close them and go to sleep. And I will see all of you fine folks in the morning. So, good night. Good morning. It is 8:30. I slept till 8:30. Wow. That was a good sleep. I mean, you can look at me and tell I slept good.
I don't know if you can hear that. I didn't get my GoPro turned on fast enough, but a fighter jet just come screaming through. They must be doing some test runs out here in the mountains, up in this high elevation. Because he is just making rounds. Pretty cool, I think. I mean, it's just something you don't get to hear every day while you're camping. I'm not so sure how long I'll hang out here today. I got here so late last night, I thought I would just hang out here for a little while today before I leave. First was normally getting up, drinking coffee, eating breakfast, and going home, but it's gonna be like 75 here today, and I think it's gonna be nice, so, which has been a lot better than the 95-degree days that we've been having, but up here in this higher elevation, get that cooler weather. They must be doing some work on this forestry road or state road. Because it's the second dump truck that's come through in the last hour. I wonder what it means when they number these trees. Like that one has a 2 on it, a 3. Over here you got, this one has a 5. 4. And then 6 is on that tree, but you can't really see it. This one right here, this big one leaning right here, is a 7 on that side. I'm thinking that they might number them at the campsite, the rangers or the people that work here from the state or whatever. I guess to keep a check on them, to make sure, you know, if they're dying or if they're still living, if they need to cut them down. I guess that's the only thing that makes sense to me. But if you know the real answer, leave it in the comments as to why they number these trees out here. See this one out here, you can't see it, but it has an 8 on it. We don't do Jif here, and we do honey roasted creamy peanut butter, in case you didn't know. Now you know. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, that work they're doing. I'm excited to see what they do, but it's not really peace and quiet out here, is it? Getting eat up. I don't think I have any bug spray or anything. Gosh. It's gonna be so good. It says right here that it's homegrown and handcrafted in Spring Mountain, North Carolina. And the only ingredients are blueberries, sugar, and pectin. I don't know what that last one is, but I'll have to look it up. Barely got that thing on, and it's just so powerful. Look at that. If I turn it down anymore, it literally just almost cuts it off. Calm down there, little buddy. I just want to taste the sandwich. Oh my God. It's so good. Oop. That moment when food makes you dance because it's so good. Wish I could see what they're doing down there. I don't know if that's poison, so I'm not gonna step in there. If a car comes by, I try to come over here. That way they don't see that it's just little old me out here. But they still see the two chairs, you know what I'm saying?
think I've talked my husband in. I was gonna leave because, you know, I usually just stay one night when I'm by myself. And but I got just one bar of signal here if I leave my phone laying on top of my Forerunner. And so I text my husband. I said, this spot is so nice. I said, it's really flat, it's beautiful, we have shade, we have sun, we have white sand. I don't know how that even got here, but it covers almost the entire campsite. And it's a pretty big campsite. And I was like, and there's so many people coming in and out back here, wanting the spot. I said, so what do you think about coming out and bringing the tent and stuff and staying the night with me out here? And he said, yeah. Mind you, my husband's not a tent camper. He's a camper. But fingers crossed he don't change his mind, because he does do that. But I'm so excited. I'm gonna sit here and just relax and chill until my husband shows up, which will probably be a couple hours because it's about a 2-hour drive from where we live. But I'm probably going to end the video here, and want to say thank you all for hanging out with me again. And I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. All of y'all who support my channel. You guys reach out to me every single day. There's been a couple of you that have found me on Instagram. Just know I do have an Instagram page, but I'm never hardly on there. Every once in a while I'll share a story, but every once in a while I'll share a post. But as far as communicating back and forward with messages, I do very seldomly, but I actually have my notifications turned off on my Instagram, so I don't see them until I open them. But not to say that I won't reach back when I see them, but just know that I communicate more on YouTube than on any other of my platforms. So you will probably get a response faster there than you will anywhere else. But again, I appreciate you guys. Like, you know how hard it is to find friends, and there's not really any good ones anywhere out in the world anymore, especially ones you can talk to and stuff like that. So that's what I find in all of you. We talk back and forth, we get to know one another. I know we'll probably never ever meet in real life. Maybe, you know, and maybe if my channel gets big enough, I'll start doing like meet and greets. That would be kind of cool. I know there's some YouTubers that do that kind of stuff. And but yeah, I just really want you guys to know how much I appreciate you, and how much I love coming out and recording these little videos. Like, I don't really have to, but it's fun. And the joy I get out of taking it back home and loading it up onto my laptop and editing it and stuff like that, I find that so fun. And to be able to make money off of it and potentially in the future do this full time, that would be a dream. And there's people who do it, and I know it takes time or whatever, but I would be all up for that lifestyle. Putting out a video once or twice a week and stuff like that. But dang, the bugs are getting so bad. You can't see them. They're like little gnats everywhere. Okay. But anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. I know I gibbered a lot in this video. I think the reason being is because I had such a stressful week. I didn't really have anybody. I talked to my husband or whatever, but I don't really have a lot of outlets to be able to just, you know, talk about how I'm feeling and talk about the reasons why I come out and do this. It's to get away from all of that. But dang, this is a really nice camp spot. I can just walk around and it's nice. Anyways, I will catch you on the next one. I love you people.